Last time on Wasteland Active Radio.
Don't any of y'all slap each other. It's really there. That's gotta be Little Drink.
Holla friggin' Luya. Let's get inside.
Hello there. Pleasure to meet ya. I'm Tammy.
So, who runs this place?
That'd be Phil. He's the mayor. Good guy, that Phil.
It's a pleasure to meet you all as well, and please, call me Phil. This is Rita. She's the sheriff of Little Drink.
Is he your boss?
Nah, that'd be Sheriff Rita.
What can you tell me about her?
Rita's a hard ass. She's always real suspicious of newcomers, but she's kept us safe for the past 4 years. Can't blame her for being protective, even if she does rub a lot of people the wrong way.
You can call me Sheriff, outsiders. As long as you're here in Little Drink, I'll be keeping my eyes on all of you. Especially you, super mutant.
You're rather well-spoken, Atlas.
Unfortunately, I've yet to meet an intellectual equal.
I, too, have yet to actually be able to discuss fine literature with someone. Perhaps you'll be willing to join me in my office for a drink and debate.
Yup, Kurt Dawson, and this is my general store.
Whoa, Sterling, chill. Old world wisdom. Never shop for food when you're hungry. How about you take some of the caps and find somewhere to get a hot meal and leave the rest of this to us?
Well. What do we have here? Littering? In my town?
What the fuck is your problem?
You want to know what my problem is? You're strangers. You're traveling with a mutie. You're saying you're escaped slaves, which is 1, a lie, and 2, even if it was the truth, the only place you could have escaped from is Bloody Shannon's vault, which is definitely gonna bite us in the ass. But no, what my problem is you.
I don't believe Mayor Phil would appreciate your inhospitable attitude. I understand. It has been an utmost pleasure speaking to someone of your caliber, and I hope to do this again sometime.
Why, of course. I must say, the pleasure is all mine, and I too hope to converse with you again soon. In the meantime, I'd like to extend a formal welcome to you and all of your friends. So long as you follow our laws, you and your friends can stay in Little Drink for as long as you need.
I'll be watching you. Especially you, girlie. You better watch your steps, outsiders.
I found deflating her ego quite enjoyable.
Preaching to the choir there, bud. You alright, Siobhan?
Yeah, let's just get back to the hotel.
Oh hey, welcome back. How did your shopping go?
Oh yeah, didn't you say you'd have a breakdown once we were finally safe?
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? It's gone! My arm! He cut off my arm! I felt everything! Every cut and break! Oh God!
Well, I suppose the beginning is the perfect place to start. Little Drink was founded 9 years ago by the survivors of a massacre in Fairbank. We were part of a community that fell apart after our leader tried to kill all of us. Obviously, we weren't keen on the idea of dying, so we revolted. In a twist of fate, one of the leaders' son turned on him and began setting fire to the town. Before long, all of Fairbank was on fire and we survivors fled.
So you've been mayor since then?
Oh, no, I'm the second mayor of Little Drink. The previous mayor and co-founder of Little Drink, Mayor Thomas Nugent, went missing 5 years ago. A few days after his disappearance, Thomas's body was found in the Rare Wash. He'd been drowned. The previous sheriff, Carson, investigated and found that Thomas had fought back, and we all believed that old Thomas was murdered.
Did you ever find the culprit?
Unfortunately, no. The citizens weren't happy about it, with half of them believing that Carson was incompetent and the other half believing that he had something to do with it. Carson was far from incompetent, and the accusations against him were groundless. Despite this, Carson stepped down and sadly drank himself to death a few years ago. Worse yet, a small group of citizens were still unable to shake the brainwashing of our former tyrant, and they believed that Thomas, and by proxy, the rest of Lil Drink had been cursed by the god of the red wash.
Wow, I didn't get a chance to look around Little Drink before we got to the hotel, but this place is pretty neat.
Yeah, it is. But I still can't help but be worried about Dave and Sterling. Neither of you saw them while you were out last night?
I saw many people, but Sterling and Dave were not among them. Sterling is likely fine, though I wouldn't be surprised to learn that Dave was stabbed to death and bled out in the gutter.
What the hell is wrong with you? How about you, Siobhan? Did you see him?
Nope. I just took a walk around the block before bed. Honestly, wouldn't mind seeing that bald asshole with a knife in him.
What the hell? Super not cool, guys.
What? I'd still patch him up. He's an asshole. But I'm not just gonna let him die.
I would.
Jeez, I'm surrounded by psychopaths. Huh? What's going on here? It's quite the hubbub.
That's strange. This is the mayor's office.
Let's see if the locals know anything. Here we go. Hey there. What's going on?
Somebody heard screaming from inside the mayor's office. The sheriff got called and she and her guards went in to investigate. That's the last I heard.
I heard that the mayor's secretary was the one who screamed.
What do you think she was screaming about?
Probably women problems. You know how they are.
Alan, this is why you're single.
Whatever. Anyway, maybe somebody broke it or something and she called them. I don't know.
Does anybody know if she's all right?
I think I heard someone say that she was still inside the office. The guards are probably questioning her. Actually, I saw some of the guards leave and run off somewhere. Wonder what that's about.
What's taking the sheriff so long? We deserve to know what's going on.
She probably had to stop some travelers to harass them first.
It's probably lady problems.
For fuck's sake, Alan.
Hey, the sheriff is walking out.
What's going on, Sheriff? Sheriff!
Everybody pay attention. I have bad news. Mayor Philip Marshall has been murdered.
What? No!
Holy crap. Somebody killed the mayor?
Oh no. How tragic.
Oh shit. Oh, we should leave. Like, now.
What? Why?
Everybody calm down. Keep your head straight. Here's what's gonna happen. I've already sent runners out to fill in the rest of the town guards. We're sealing Little Drink to prevent any suspects from getting away. No one gets in, no one gets out. As for the rest of the guards, yeah, weapons live. Reinish, McVeigh, Carney converge on the point at the back of the crowd. That area between here, the diner, and the brothel. Triangulate on that position.
That seems oddly specific.
Yeah, right about there. You! The strangers who came in yesterday.
Us?
Yes, you. You outsiders. You're under arrest for the murder of Mayor Philip Marshall.
That's bullshit! We didn't have anything to do with this!
How uncouth. How uncivilized. How absolutely barbaric. We had nothing to do with this senseless murder.
Uh-oh. Crispy, it's Pleasantville all over again.
Shit, hold on. We didn't have anything to do with this. What grounds are you arresting us? This is kangaroo court.
We're arresting you on the grounds that the super mutant among you was the last of the people to speak to the mayor. That makes him a person of interest. Will you go quietly? Oh, please tell me you won't.
No. Hold on, Sheriff. Rita, you know this isn't right.
Tammy!
Damn it, Tammy! This is the closest lead we have. What else do you expect me to do? Besides, I ordered you and the others to seal the gates.
You know this isn't right, Rita. Phil wouldn't want this.
Get to the gate, Tammy. All of you. You're under arrest.
On what charge?
On suspicion of facilitating the mayor's murder. You have the right to remain silent. If you have an outstanding...
Ah, hell, already?
Been
a long time since I've been in actual handcuffs. Less kinky than last time, too. Ow! Careful!
I am innocent of this crime. Your court will find me innocent, I swear it. Quit trying to cuff me and cuff me already.
No! Fuck you! Don't touch me, you pieces of shit! I'll get you! All of you!
Stop resisting!
Get her under control, damn it!
Oh. This is awkward.
Sheriff? He's only got one arm. What do I do?
Are you going to resist arrest, boy?
In this shape, I don't think I'd be able to.
Cuff him to your belt. Resisting or not, you're all coming with me. All right, troops, back to the jail. It's been a while since the last time I've had to interrogate someone. Sheriff's log. Case: the murder of Mayor Phil Marshall. Interrogation with a Protectron unit. It was found in the hotel room of the accused during investigation and brought back to the station for further investigation. Robot kicked down while being transported back to the station. Robot, speak.
Greetings. I am a Robco Protectron model of drone robot.
Robot, what is your purpose?
Designation, Bucket. This unit is programmed to predict weather with 98% accuracy.
The weather? Is that it?
Primary function, predict the weather. Secondary function, transfer of data to and from the satellite network. Tertiary function, comic relief.
Do you keep a record of your surroundings?
Affirmative.
Can you tell me what happened between the moment you arrived in Curly's hotel to when you were collected by the guards?
Error. Variables unrecognized.
Too vague? Do you keep track of time?
Affirmative. Current time is 1000 hours, 10 minutes.
All right. Can you play your records from 1800 hours yesterday to 1000 hours?
Error. Vocal signature not recognized. Access denied.
Hell. So they've got you locked.
Affirmative.
Figured it wouldn't be that easy. I'll have to get a specialist down here to try and crack this thing.
Where am I?
You're in the town jail. Your owners are being investigated for murder.
What is the penalty for murder?
Death by hanging. What are you...
I did it. This unit is the guilty party.
You did it? What's your crime?
Murder.
The murder of who?
Variable unrecognized. Error detected.
This is going nowhere. Did you have anything to do with the murder or not?
Error. Variable unrecognized. Calibration may be required. Please contact your local error. Due to unlawful modification of this unit, the warranty has been voided. Please turn yourself in to the nearest authorities. Thank you and have a nice day.
Just as I thought. A waste of time. Whatever. I'm done with this robot. Take it out and bring in the next suspect.
Yes, Sheriff.
Sheriff's log. Case: the murder of Mayor Phil Marshall. Interrogation with suspect Jonathan Johnny Robot King Windsor. That is your name, correct?
Yes, that's correct. Are you really gonna keep that Robot King part? That was a joke.
When did you arrive in Little Drink?
Yesterday. Somewhere around mid-afternoon.
What did you do after entering Little Drink?
Well, my friends and I went to the hotel. Curly's, I think. I stayed in the room I'm sharing with Crispy and Dave. I was there all night.
Curly's? Check in with Curly. See if the kid is telling the truth. moment you got there to the moment you were arrested.
That's right. I recently lost my arm and have gotten through withdrawal from the drug Numbskull. I'm still recovering.
Numbskull? The drug coming out of Bloody Shannon's clans?
Probably. I was captured by them and drugged for quite a bit. Crispy, Atlas, Dave, and I all went through withdrawal together. Luckily, Siobhan was there to help us through it.
Siobhan? The girl?
That's right. She's pretty knowledgeable about medicine.
Is she now? Where did you all meet this Siobhan?
We met her in Bloody Shannon's vault.
How'd you meet her?
We were captured. We'd killed one of Shannon's officers in Illinois, and she wanted us dead. She sent a group out to catch us. We tried to get away, but they caught us at the border to the Indy Wastes.
From Illinois to the Indy Wastes? You've traveled quite a bit, haven't you?
Yes. I'm from a vault in Illinois and spent several years wandering the Ash Flats before heading east to the Boston Commonwealth, and then coming back.
Interesting. So, what did you do in your hotel room all night?
Well, after having a nap, I performed maintenance on our robot friend Bucket. After that, I began working on building a prosthetic arm using a robot arm that Crispy bought for me yesterday.
I see. How did you lose your arm?
Cutler. One of the surgeons. He cut it off. He wanted my Pip-Boy, but I had to remove my DNA signature from it first. He tortured me to try and get it.
I've heard of Cutler. That definitely sounds like something he would do. He must have put you through quite a bit of pain.
He did.
Judging by the state the mayor was found in, his murderer put him through a lot of pain as well.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd want Cutler to face justice for what he's done.
I would like that.
Then how about you tell me about what you know about the mayor's murder?
But I don't know anything. I know that he and Atlas had a conversation together. Atlas said it went well. He seemed genuinely upset when he heard that the mayor was dead.
Of course he did. What can he tell me about the super mutant?
Well, he's kind of rude and arrogant. But despite him being easily annoyed by us, he's protected and navigated us through the wastelands without fail. Even when it would have been a lot easier to let us die. Atlas puts on a harsh exterior, but I think he's a lot kinder than even he realizes.
Sure he is. How about the ghoul? What can you tell me about him?
Crispy? Well, he was the first person I ever met after leaving the vault. He taught me to survive in the wasteland. If it weren't for him, I likely would have died within a week of leaving the vault. Crispy is probably the best friend I've ever had.
How sweet. Now how about... Don't move.
Sheriff, I just got done talking with Curly. He says the kid was in the room since checking in. The ghoul asked Curly to check in on the kid a few times because he's got some medical problems. Now, Curly's son checked on him while the rest were out, and the kid didn't leave the room all day.
Okay. Good work. Well, looks like your story checks out, Mr. Windsor. You'll be free to leave the station, but nobody is allowed to leave Little Drink until my investigation is complete.
Oh, that's good. What about the rest of my friends?
They won't be going anywhere until I'm done with them.
Oh. Would it be alright if I stayed near my friends?
I don't care, but before you go, one last question. This is just a hunch, but do the words, "the river provides," mean anything to you?
The river provides. Oh! Right. We were in Fairbank when we went through withdrawal. While we were there, I saw that written over a doorway. I thought it was weird, but I was also pretty delirious at the time. What does it mean?
Don't worry about it. Get out of here before I change my mind. Sheriff's log. Case: the murder of Mayor Phil Marshall. Interrogation with suspect Crispy Alexander Redner. Before we begin, we found this piece of evidence. What is this?
That's my holotape recorder. Kind of like the one you're using. I use it to record my show.
Your show? Explain.
Gladly. It's called Wasteland Active Radio. My crew and I present updates for the lovely Ash Flats and attempt to attract settlers to Station Hill for...
Alright, I get the gist. Back on track. What have you and your companions been doing since you arrived in Little Drink?
Well, after escaping from Bloody Shannon's vault and crossing the Red Wash, We stopped in Fairbank while we licked our wounds and recovered from the drug that Bloody Shannon's goons had used to keep us sedated. Afterwards, we made our way weak and weary to your wonderful town, where we hope to find a safe place to continue recovering and resupply before trying to get back to the Ash Flats and reunite with our friends in the Daring Dashwood Mercenary Company at Outpost 17.5.
That's not what I asked. Answer my question.
Okay. We met Tammy outside. She was pretty welcoming and walked us in. Hell, she even told us about Curly's hotel. Anyway, we got 3 rooms there and let Johnny and Bucket get comfortable before Atlas, Sterling, Siobhan, and I went out to buy supplies.
According to Curly's records, you were a party of 6 people and 1 robot. Where are the other 2?
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about that, to be honest.
What do you mean?
Well, Sterling was with us while we were shopping, but he'd been kept as a slave longer than us. He's been trying to put on a brave face, but I can tell he's still dealing with what they put him through. He was making questionable decisions with our money, so I gave Sterling some caps and sent him to, the Little Drink Diner? Kurt from the general store suggested it. I haven't seen him since.
Check the diner. Now, how about the other one?
Yeah, that's Dave. I haven't seen him since we checked in at the hotel yesterday. I was hoping the guards had found him. He wanders off a lot and, well, he's got some issues.
Issues? Like what?
Well, a few months ago, he held me at gunpoint, locked me in a closet, and tried to take over my radio station. I managed to get out and, well, kinda smashed his skull with a frying pan. Man, I miss that pan.
Is the issue that he didn't die?
No, he's got some speech quirks. Dave also has a tendency to take his clothes off whenever he feels like it.
A likely story. It shouldn't take too long for the guards to bring him in. Now, we keep coming back to the vault you all say you escaped from. How about you tell me about how you all ended up there?
That's kind of a long story.
Keep it quick.
Okay. A few years ago, I was working for a radio station in the capital Wasteland that was run by the Brotherhood of Steel. When they came under new management, they sent me out here to put a station together to herald them in, but really it was just them getting rid of me. After losing the station to raiders, I fell into a slump and tried to off myself. I failed. Met Johnny, we became friends and traveled together. After a couple of years, he decided to travel to the Commonwealth for their tech, and I stayed behind to try and retake the station. A couple of years after that, I met up with the Dashwoods, a mercenary company that seemed trustworthy, and they agreed to clear the raiders out of the station if I used it to help them rebuild a settlement. I agreed. They got the raiders out. I started the show. Found Bucket in the basement. Met Atlas when he defected from a super mutant army and warned the Dashwoods about his former boss. Johnny came back. The super mutant army showed up, and we were gaining the upper hand when the tornado dropped into the center of the battle. Bucket and I got trapped in the basement, and the tornado destroyed the settlement. A couple weeks later, I got out of the basement, found the settlement destroyed. Dave showed up, tried to take the station. I smashed his skull in. He lived, and I decided to leave and try and find the vault the Dashwoods moved the non-combatants to. I found Atlas impaled on a tree, got him down. Raided a raider camp that was run by one of Bloody Shannon's officers. Atlas and Dave, mostly Dave, killed all of them. We found Johnny trapped in a suit, got him out. Found a forest, got attacked by a nightkin. Met a crazy hermit, found the surviving Dashwoods. We tried rebuilding, got interrupted by Bloody Shannon's raiders hunting us down. The Dashwoods let us escape, and we tried to lure the raiders after us. We were almost to another Dashwood outpost when we got caught and got dragged to Bloody Shannon's vault. When we woke up, we were in the vault. Bloody Shannon and the other raiders were going to torture us to death. Luckily, we got saved by a friend who we thought was dead, who had infiltrated Bloody Shannon's vault, was working to bring them down from the inside out. He told us that Sterling, one of the Dashwoods, had been bought as a slave and was being kept in the vault, and we broke him out too. We helped our friend execute a plan to take down the raider bosses, and we escaped. That's about it.
Okay. Let me just unpack this. Okay, first of all, your story about being slaves, was that a lie?
Right. Yeah, I kind of stuck with the slave story because it was simpler than all that.
Yeah, it is simpler. But it was still a lie. Next, not once did you mention the girl. Where the hell did she come from?
Right. Well, she was also a slave in the vault. Siobhan helped us find Sterling and escape.
A slave? Sure, just like you were slaves. Except that was a lie.
Wait.
How the hell do you expect me to believe anything you say when you've been lying since you got here? At best, she is an escaped slave, but maybe she's a raider. Or at worst, she's just some girl you and your crew snatched?
Now hold on! Yes, I lied about us being slaves because it was complicated, but that's it.
Then how about you tell me about the girl?
Hold on. My recorder. I record almost all the time and upload my recordings to Bucket's hard drive. I had my recorder hidden when we were captured, and I started recording after I woke up. The evidence is all there. It'll prove we had nothing to do with the mayor's death.
How convenient. Do you expect me to believe you?
It's the truth, damn it! And if you have a hard time getting the audio out of Bucket, then me, Johnny, or Atlas can get it for you. The audio will prove that none of us had anything to do with the mayor's death, and that Siobhan is a friend.
Alright then. I'll have my investigators get the audio out of the robot. Until I'm satisfied, you'll be kept in the holding cell. Take the suspect to the holding cell and bring in the next suspect. Sheriff's log. Case: the murder of Mayor Philip Phil Marshall. Interrogation with suspect, Grandmaster of Ceremonies, Atlas, a super mutant. So, how'd you do it?
Well, if I were to kill Mayor Philip, it would have been quick and quiet while the mayor had his back to me. He was quite trusting, maybe even a bit foolish. I would have broken his neck, but I wouldn't have left his body behind. I don't enjoy cannibalism, but I would have drunk his body dry of his blood so it wouldn't stain the room. Then, folded his body as compact as I could make it without breaking too much skin. I'd then put him into the rucksack I'd had with me and walk out the front door. It would have taken a little longer than the pleasant conversation we'd had in his office, though I may have had to kill his receptionist as well, guaranteeing a longer head start. If that were the case, I would have lured her into the office using the mayor's vocal cords.
Stop! Stop! That's awful! What kind of monster would even think of something like that?
The kind of monster that has witnessed far worse atrocities committed by other monsters.
Makes sense. A savage like him wouldn't have needed to drown Phil to kill him.
Huh? Wait, did you say the mayor was drowned?
Aw, hell. Cat's out of the bag. Yeah, the mayor was found in his office drowned.
That doesn't make sense. Was there a bucket or a tub in the mayor's office?
No. There was water everywhere, but there was nothing in the office that could hold enough water to drown someone. Why am I telling you this? Why do you want to know, Mutie? Some sick fetish of yours?
Killing is simply a means to an end. I gain little pleasure in killing unless my victim has first tried to kill me. No. During my conversation with Phil, he told me the previous mayor was drowned as well.
Did he? Why should I believe you?
Are you accusing me of bluffing? I'm not the ghoul. I have little use for lying. No, during my conversation with Phil, he also told me that your predecessor, Sheriff Carson, drank himself to death. Is that sufficient? Or do you believe that knowledge is coincidental as well? At this point, considering your open hostility to myself and my underlings, I would appreciate it if you would drink yourself into oblivion.
So, you had an in-depth conversation with the mayor. That doesn't change the fact that you were the last person to see the mayor alive. By my count, that makes you suspect number 1. So, how about you tell me what you did after leaving the mayor's office?
If I recall correctly, I reunited with my underlings just as you were harassing them.
Underlings? What does that make you, some wannabe raider boss?
Unlike some I know, the raider lifestyle disgusts me. I've had my fill of raiders after being captured and humiliated by the scum that desired to torture us to death.
Unlike some. What do...
And what's more, I've grown sick of your prejudicial tone. I have been nothing but civil while in the bounds of this poorly guarded settlement. All the while, you have been treating us like criminals from the moment we stepped foot here.
Considering everything that happened since you arrived, I think my suspicions have been validated.
Listen here, you weak-boned worm. If we hadn't needed supplies, we never would have come here. I've seen how you humans deal with your criminals, and I'll be damned if I escape from death by torture, only to be executed for crimes I didn't commit.
What the hell is that?
My microphone? How long have I been wearing that? Wait! The Ghoul's recorder! It appears that my microphone still has power and it's wirelessly connected to the Ghoul's equipment. That idiot records incessantly. He likely recorded my conversation with the mayor.
How convenient for you. We're still going through the audio evidence we confiscated from your friend. Let's find out together whether or not you're lying.
Gladly.
Continuation of interrogation with suspect Atlas the Super Mutant in the case of the murder of Mayor Philip Marshall. After accessing the audio evidence stored in the robot, we confirmed the suspect's story.
Yes, you certainly did.
Regardless, multiple witnesses claim that you left Curly's hotel after regrouping with your party. Where did you go?
I don't like staying anywhere without knowing my way around. I took a walk to familiarize myself with Little Drink. I was satisfied after 2 hours of searching.
Searching for escape routes, no doubt. Until we can find a witness to corroborate your story, you'll be held in our holding cell. Take him back to the holding cell and bring in the next suspect.
Yes, Sheriff.
Mark my words, mutant. If you had anything to do with the mayor's death, you will face justice.
I don't think you know what justice really is.
Case: the murder of Mayor Philip Marshall. Interrogation with suspects Siobhan Hagen. What kind of name is that?
It's Irish. Why am I even here?
Because you and your friends are suspects in a murder investigation.
They're not my friends. And I had nothing to do with the murder.
Then why are you traveling with them?
We helped each other out in a bind. I'm just traveling with them until they stop being convenient. Kinda like right now.
So, reports say that you stayed at Curly's hotel last night. Is that right?
Yeah? What of it?
They also say that you left your room last night. Is that true?
Yeah! I went for a walk to clear my head after you showed up to fuck with me and the Ghoul. You pissed me off, and I needed to cool down instead of breaking something.
Oh, really? Where did you go on your walk?
I went for a walk around the block. Why does it matter?
According to my report here, you went out around 8 p.m. and didn't return until after 10. That's a long time to just walk around the block.
I had a lot on my mind.
Like what?
That's none of your damn business. You're the sheriff of a small town, not the thought police.
I just noticed something. That hat you're wearing.
What? What about it? Are you the hat police now, too?
You've been wearing that since you were arrested, and you didn't have that on yesterday.
I bought it from the general store yesterday. Why do you care? Hey! What the fuck?
I need a closer look under brighter light. See, like I said yesterday, I know about Bloody Shannon and her gangs of scumbag raiders. Since they settled in the vault, they've been a massive thorn in our sides. They've picked off plenty of caravans coming and going from the west. If it weren't for our walls and the Red Wash putting up a barrier between us, they probably would have overrun us years ago.
Why are you telling me this? I don't care about your shitty little town and some raider gang.
They've hurt us pretty bad over the years. But everything they did was nothing compared to last year.
This is bullshit. What does any of this have to do with your mayor being murdered?
Shannon died. The blood drinkers raised hell for days after that. Little Drink got hit real bad. A lot of people died, and the only reason we made it out alive was because of me and the mayor. Kinda makes me wonder who set that all off. Who was so important to that evil bitch that her clan had to raise hell like that?
Why?
Oh, you're real quiet now, ain't ya? You got something you want to say? Well, at least I got some good news recently. Apparently Bloody Shannon died. It's about time, if you ask me. She and those blood drinker freaks that worshipped her were some of the worst to deal with. With Shannon gone, Little Drink and the rest of the Red Waste can start to heal. I only wish I could have seen her die myself. After all she did to all those people over the years, watching her choke to death on the blood she so loved to drink would have been cathartic, to say the least.
Shut up.
The thing about raiders like her, they're all the same. They act tough like they're damn invincible. All the while they're killing and raping and stealing all they want, until someone finally gets the upper hand against them. Then they show themselves for how they truly are. It's pathetic, watching those scum begging for mercy like the people they killed must have. The only mercy they deserve is a bullet to the brain. But that bitch Shannon. What I wouldn't pay to watch her die, bleeding out and crying like a baby, that's justice right there.
Shut your trap, you fucking pig! She died on her feet. And if my mom was still alive, she'd wear your skin like a suit while you were still breathing! Shit! I can't believe I just fell for that!
Your mom, huh? I had you pegged as a raider from the moment I saw you. Figured I'd just gotten one of the blood drinkers, but Shannon's own daughter? Now that's a hell of a catch. So now that you've shown your hand, here's how this is gonna go. You're going to answer every question I have with the truth. If you don't, I swear on my badge and my town, I'll have you hanged quicker than you can even think. Do you understand?
Yes.
Good. Now, where did you go last night?
I just went for a walk.
Tell me the truth!
It's the truth! It's the truth. I went for a walk, but I just sat behind the hotel for a long time. Thinking.
About what?
Like my mom's death. And how everything she's built, everything I know, it's all gone. That son of a bitch, Houndstooth. Why did I agree to go along with this? What the fuck was she thinking? I didn't get a choice in any of this. What am I supposed to do now?
I don't care about any of that. What you're supposed to do now is tell what you know. I want to know about the mayor.
I don't know anything about the mayor!
Fine. Then, don't move. What?
We found one of the other guys and brought him in.
Which one?
The weird one. We got no cuff, but I don't think you'll be able to get anything out of him.
You're just being too soft on him. Anyway, I'm done with this one for now. Take her back to the holding cell and bring in the new one.
Yes, Sheriff.
Before you go, I'm not done with you. After all these years, the victims of Bloody Shannon and her raiders will finally receive the justice they deserve. You will answer for your crimes. Don't doubt. You won't leave Little Drink alive.
Hey, thanks again for helping me out, beautiful. This recorder means a lot to me. It's been with me for over 200 years. I knew you had a kind heart the second I got a look at those gorgeous chocolate brown eyes of yours.
Oh, stop. I'm sure you say that to all the ghouls.
Only the beautiful ones.
Oh, stop it. If I still had cheeks, I'd be blushing.
Really, though, I appreciate you letting my friend here hold on to my recorder.
Well, our specialist was able to copy everything on it to our records. That and your friend here helping us copy over the robot's files was appreciated. Though, if you weren't so handsome, I'd have kept them in evidence.
Remind me to buy you a drink when we get out of here. Call it a date?
I'll think about it. For now, I've got to get back to work. Best of luck. Talk to you later, handsome.
Still got it. Anyway, where were we, Johnny?
You were talking about a new segment for your show?
Right. So, if you're going to be on the show, you'll need a segment to host. I'm thinking, Tech Time with Johnny Steele. Every week you could share tips and tricks for maintaining computers, robots, and pretty much whatever machine you know how to fix. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I could certainly share some tips about maintaining machines, but I don't know if I could do it over the radio. But also, my last name isn't Steele.
Johnny, baby, listen, that's showbiz. All the best radio hosts have fake names. It's part of the allure, the mystery of radio personalities. You'd be up there with the greatest. Jack the Weasel Jackson, Tommy Lightning, and of course, the man himself, 3 Dog.
Is this really the time to be prattling on about the show, Ghoul? We've been accused, wrongly I might add, of killing the only person I've managed to have an intelligent conversation with in years. This year is only getting worse as time goes on.
Fair point. Let's just put a pin in this for now and come back to it at a more advantageous time.
Hey, they're bringing Siobhan back.
Prisoners, against the wall. As you were.
Hey, welcome back. Is something wrong? You look upset.
The sheriff, she knows who I am.
What do you mean?
She knows I'm Bloody Shannon's daughter!
Oh, no. What happened? How'd she figure it out?
She baited me. I don't want to talk about it.
Guess what I found out?
Atlas, if this is just going to be some snide remark, keep it to yourself.
I am not attempting to spread vitriol, Ghoul. The sheriff, that arrogant fool, let something slip while interrogating me. She told me how the mayor died.
Okay, so?
Have you never read a crime drama? Knowing the method of murder is one of the most important clues, you uncultured swine. Regardless, Phil's murderer drowned him.
Wait, what? How? That doesn't make any sense.
They found him in his office, didn't they? Unless they had a tub or some other means of holding water, I don't understand how they could do it.
Maybe they took him out of the office and drowned him somewhere else?
But why bring the body back? The chances of them being caught are astronomical. The previous mayor was drowned too, though they found his body in the red wash.
The previous mayor was murdered too?
With the same method, no less.
It doesn't make any sense. How did they manage to drown the mayor in his own office and not get caught?
Well, there's this torture method my mom used to do called bloodboarding. Normally you'd use water, but you make someone feel like they're drowning without needing a lot of water.
Oh yeah, I think I remember one of the raiders talking about that. Can you really kill someone like that?
Do you think that's how the mayor died?
It's possible, but I'd have to see the body to be sure. But considering we're suspects, and the sheriff is pretty set on having me executed, I don't think I'll get the chance.
What? Why? Aside from, not being part of the town guard.
Because of who my mom is. Was.
I'm sure it has nothing to do with you being a murderous raider.
I'm not a raider! I've never killed anyone! Except those guys back in the vault, but they had it coming. They were trying to kill us.
Laying the sins of the father or mother in this case on the shoulders of the child.
But that's not fair. She can't do that. It isn't right.
I know, kid. Life isn't fair. But maybe we can even the odds.
What do you mean?
I mean, we should try and get out of here.
And how, may I ask, do you plan to break out of this prison cell?
Give me a minute. Yeah, that just might work. All right, everybody, gather around. I've got a plan coming on.
Wasteland Active Radio is created, written, and produced by Z. Hagen and J. Wilson. Brought to you by the Record button. The roles of Crispy, Bucket, and Little Drink residents are played by Mr. Wilson, and the roles of Atlas, Dave, Little Drink residents, and the Ghoulish Guard are played by Mr. Hagen. The role of Johnny is played by B. Sewick, and the role of Siobhan is played by B. Egesdal. Special thanks to our guests, H. Wilson as Tammy, A. Wilson as Sheriff Rita, Niclas Dedorsson as Guard Number 1, and Meron J. M. as Guard Number 2. Wasteland Active Radio is set in the Fallout video game universe owned by ZeniMax Media and Bethesda Softworks. No copyright infringement is intended. Please support the official release. Thank you for listening, and thank you for your continued support.
Sheriff's log. Case: the murder of Mayor Phil Marshall. Interrogation with a suspect who refuses to give his name. Spit it out. What's your name?
Hello.
Answer my question.
Hello.
I'm not playing around here. Tell me what you know about the mayor's murder.
Oh. Hello. 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 Hello, 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 hello.
Damn it. You're a tough nut to crack. But don't you doubt I will make you break.